I don't know what this is, but it's a week's end dance.
It is a week's end dance.
Dance.
Hey, everybody, it's week's end.
Week's end. What's up?
Ryan,
wait a minute. Where the hell are you, bro?
I don't know if you can see this, but if you look behind me,
is that a nuclear test facility?
County racing. This is the Charlotte Motor Speedway, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow. That's where they race bicycles, right? Wait, no. Let me guess again. Is it?
It's the motorsports.
Horses? Wait, no. Oh, it's motorsports. Okay,
NASCAR,
so it's
baby. All right, we're in NASCAR country. We're in Concord, North Carolina. This is the Charlotte Motor Speedway. I am at a luxury condo. I'm going to pan here and actually show you how ridiculous our pad is.
I'm Ryan. I'm at a luxury condo. I'm so fucking special.
Look at this, baby. Wow. We've got theater seating overlooking the raceway. We are in turn 1, and I know the lighting kind of sucks here with all the beautiful sunlight in North Carolina today. But we are here. I took a couple days off. I'm down here with some friends and my wife, and we are going to see a drive-in concert here in the infield later tonight.
Super cool, dude.
So, Graham, I want you to grab your drink. We're gonna walk.
Are you gonna leave us guessing as to what concert you're at? Let me guess.
I'm gonna let you guess.
No, I'm gonna guess.
If anyone were to guess, what would you think?
If I was gonna guess, well, it's not.
Here, we can catch and embarrass my wife eating ribs on camera.
Oh no! Oh no! Why would you do that? I'm gonna guess it's not Shania Twain. Nope.
No.
It's not Fish. Nope.
It's not Garth Brooks.
Not the Boston Pops or Garth Brooks.
I'm gonna give you a little hint.
Harold Faltermeyer. I'm gonna guess the Avets.
Check this out.
Of course it is. Do you do anything else with your life?
I got a custom
sweatsuit because basically you're just going to be sweating in it.
Yeah, I'm going to be sweating because it's a balmy 79 here, right outside Charlotte. Awesome. So, anyhow, awesome. I'm going to step out here on the porch so we can do our show.
Step onto the porch and let's do the show. So, folks,
the sunlight.
I don't know about all of you, but while Ryan's getting himself in a position, I'm going to take the moment to get a little ranty here. This is my rant of the week, and I'm going to get to it right out of the gate. My rant of the week is I'm getting sick and tired of this goddamn pandemic. That's it. That's where I'm at. Yeah, man. I realized, I can't remember the last crowd I was in. I'm not 100% sure what was the last flight I was on. I know the last movie in the theaters I saw, but, I miss people. I miss my coworkers. I miss my friends. And I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of, first of all, we got to follow the science. I'm not going to get political, but that's where we got to go. And I've had it with this. I've just had it. And I'm feeling it. I'm getting WebEx burnout. I'm getting, oh no, now it's just me. Hello, world. Now it's just us. Ryan's gone. And it's just us. By the way, I hope you all have your drinks for Friday afternoon. I'm assuming Ryan ditched us so he could go eat ribs with his wife because that seems like a Ryan thing to do when he's down there in Hickville at his whatever the hell AVET concert he's at. Now I'm just getting smart. Anyway, are you sick of the pandemic? I'm sick of this. Oh, he's back. I got to stop talking now. There he is.
I had to find my sunnies because it's so
damn, dude.
You know what? I know you're depressed about the pandemic, but I'm here with my margarita.
I like that. I mean, look at the color of those things versus my shirt. It's perfect.
I'm enjoying a nice little Friday down here in Concord, North Carolina, living the dream.
That's nice. I'm still in the same goddamn room I'm always in, motherfucker, but here we are. Anyway, let's get the show started. What are you drinking? You're having a margarita?
I'm having a nice margarita. Got a little triple sec, little Jose Cuervo going.
I'm having a little bit of the Amsterdam funny business right here. It always makes me think of all my trips to Amsterdam. My dear friend Renee, who lives there, and all the wonderful times we went out and enjoyed the city and the shows that I spoke at and all the cool stuff that I did over there, and greatest country in the world.
Oh yeah, I hear you. All right,
let's get to the nerd stuff.
Let's get into some really super nerd stuff here. We got some Cyberpunk Masks, nerdy adoration story going here, I think, right?
Yeah, so I came across this. Go ahead and click through to that for a second. I came across this, and it's 5HUKLA or whatever it is, the Twitter handle there. You can see it. But I just thought these were really clever. And the thing about masks is, they all, I don't know, they're just boring, man. They're all like either the same thing or they're just printed. But this was something I thought was really cool. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care how ridiculous I'd look. I would wear that. Scroll down. I think there's more examples
You
on the
really
page,
should.
but I would wear that, even with the little horns. So I love Cyberpunk. I love the whole. I love all of it. Like whatever the movies, whatever the design. I'm excited about this new video game. All of this stuff, but this person made a lot of really shukula. I couldn't read that, but really cool. Forget it. This page isn't loading. This page sucks. But anyway, the point is that there's really cool cyberpunk masks. And I guess this is my challenge to everybody. Find a mask that makes you feel cool, because it doesn't matter what other people think. It just doesn't matter.
Well,
Find
that's
something
what
that
I
you
do.
like.
I have my trusty lightsaber umbrella. I have my LED suspenders.
I
have
love the lightsaber umbrella.
the LED shoes. So
Yeah.
all I need is a mask in my life to complete the pandemic look, I
I
think.
got to tell you, dude, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool. What else we got?
All right. The next story I wanted to talk about was I thought this was kind of funny. Not funny. So it looks like PayPal is going to integrate a cryptocurrency option into your digital wallet on your phone. So they're going to be offering, I think, 4 or 5 different, cryptocurrencies directly in the app that you can use for checkout, I guess, for any vendor that supports those particular cryptocurrencies. But I just thought the first thing that popped in my head was like, is my mom or your mom going to, how are they going to embrace cryptocurrency for their Etsy, obsessions? I just don't know how that's going to play out.
They're not. That's what it is. This is going to be the Quibi of Etsy. I mean, you watch.
We'll see.
Maybe, I don't know, dude. PayPal, their shit's
All
usually
right.
good.
This is funny joke alert.
Yeah, I thought this was really cute. This is testing the prototype Roombas. Now, it's not a Cray, it's not a supercomputer. That is a prototype Roomba in 1982. And what's really interesting that I pointed out is that it's a fun fact. Most people don't know that the prototype Roombas, even though they were really large, they actually did function, and they had the same voice interface that Joshua or the Whopper had in War Games. So you could actually talk to these. Please don't Google that. Just trust me that it's true. Just trust me. That's a Roomba. It's a Roomba.
If anything, you can trust our nerd expertise here on the Weeks In Show. You heard it here, folks.
Fact. It's just fact.
Facts.
Alternative. Facts.
Facts. Okay, this is one that just made me super nerd out this week because we're all, I know we've talked about this intensely. There's also a new trailer out this week for Mandalorian that's coming out in just a week's time, in 10 days. But somebody at Lego, they brought together 2 master builders, and they built a life-size child and the pod to celebrate the premiere of season 2 that's coming out at the end of the month, which I would buy one, but I think it would cost probably, I don't know, $10,000 or something based on the number of bricks involved.
Oh, it's got to be. 14,000. It said it there. 14,000.
So good news, folks. When we take the hyper mega jumbo loop to the moon to stay for the weekend, for maybe a long weekend, the good news, folks, there's going to be a 4G mobile network that's being set up by NASA. So I think this is good news, right, Graham?
Oh, it's very good news, which this will be used commonly by all of us. You normally, what do you do on a weekend, right? You go for a hike or you go to the...
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know what any of us do anymore now that we're in pandemic hell, but when the time comes that we regularly go to the moon, which I'm assuming is 2-3 weeks away max, you're going to want that 4G, or was it 5G? I don't know, but it's some G's.
Well, 4G. I mean, don't get your hopes up. I mean, 5G so far is a fantasy that some of the mobile carriers have told us.
I'd feel better if it was 6G. Can we get 6?
Yeah. All right. This is something that I think is our frightening tech of the week. We've talked about the robot dogs extensively. But this is something that's a little different. But what does this remind you of, Graham?
Wally.
They're pods.
Yeah.
And I think it's a collaboration with Segway and another company, which they're constantly trying to reinvent new ways of like helping us balance without using our core muscles.
If I could just sit down for the rest of my life and die peacefully at the age of 49, that'd be great.
Well, you're in luck, my friend, because Wally is coming.
An early death.
You don't even have to get on a star cruiser, Starliner to go to a far off galaxy. This is
Excuse
coming.
me. It's
to your
called the
home.
Axiom.
Yeah.
You should know your Wally.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm right about that, but it doesn't matter.
I think
It doesn't matter.
you are.
We're going to grow pizza plants.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Graham put out a Twitter poll this week. Graham, why don't you tell us about your Wes Anderson cinematic universe?
So I am a Wes Anderson aficionado. I broke into the Wes Anderson films by seeing Rushmore many, many years ago, was completely floored. I love all of his work, even, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Isle of Dogs, any of the Life Aquatic, Royal Tenenbaums, which I just watched again the other night for the 10th time, Grand Budapest Hotel, which I've seen, I don't even know how many times, Moonrise Kingdom, which I love. I mean, and there's more, right? I mean, there's the Darjeeling Limited, which I liked. I'm excited for the French Dispatch. I even like the commercial that he did for a clothing company. I forget what it is off the top of my head, where it's a car race, and it's just fantastic. So one of the things that I love about the Wes Anderson films is that, like, these are places I want to go, I want to be at, right? Like, those movies where it's like, oh, I'd love to go hang out in Yoda's Dagobah cave or, hut or whatever. Like, you see something and you're like, oh my God, I wish that was real. Well, that's how I feel about the Wes Anderson films. The RV Belafonte from Life Aquatic, I want to go there for a week. I want to live on that ship. The house on Archer Avenue from Royal Tenenbaums, I want to go there for a week. It's an incredible house. Even it's got like a little kitchenette and everything. I just love it. The Grand Budapest Hotel, the whole thing blew my mind away. And of course, Moonrise Kingdom Beach. Now, what surprised me about this is I thought the winner, even though I hoped it would be Grand Budapest, I thought the winner would be the RV Belafonte, the research vessel Belafonte from Life Aquatic. And I was wrong. So what I promised people is that we would explore the winner, and I go into a little bit of detail further down in this after the poll winner. I go into a little detail about how much I loved the Grand Budapest. If you have not seen the Grand Budapest Hotel, do yourself a favor, watch that film tonight. It is a treasure. You will love it.
This is awesome.
Look at this. There are still faint glimmers of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity.
You are right, my friend.
Grand Budapest is one of them. What more is there to say? That's roughly a quote from the film.
Look,
oh my God. What the hell is this thing?
So Halloween is coming up really soon, and there are, I guess, it's becoming more and more challenging, I guess, to have the despite the pandemic, right? There's to be frightened, to be distracted, to be horrified. There's such a saturation, I think, of scary things. But I got to tell you, if I were to see one of these on my property, I'd think twice.
I would think thrice, because I would be severely freaked out by this thing. It's a creature from hell.
It does definitely have a Color Out of Space vibe. And the reason I like that reference that Mark Martin made here is that I have been, instead of watching scary movies this holiday season, and I mean Halloween by this holiday season, I have been reading, inspired by the HBO show Lovecraft Country. I've been reading a lot of the original Lovecraft stories on my Kindle. So this is really cool.
Nice. Hey, you know what I read the other night, by the way, Ryan, while we're on the subject of reading things, is the movie They Live?
Oh yeah.
So I read, and it's like 5 pages long. I mean, it's nothing. But I read the short story 8 o'clock in the morning that it's actually based on. You've got to read it, man. I mean, okay. I love They Live. It's just a classic John Carpenter, Roddy Piper, 80s film. The music, the incredible fight scene with Keith David. Fantastic movie from beginning to end. I mean, the line, I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass and I'm all out of bubblegum. Are you kidding me? It doesn't get better than that. But the story is actually that it's based on, you can totally see how they got this film out of it. Now the film is very different. But it's interesting, they actually name the aliens in the story. They're called the Fascinators. So I'll drop you a PDF of it. If anybody who's watching this, if you want to read that, you can drop me a line and I can send you the file, or you can just Google it. 8:00 in the morning, They Live, and it'll come right up in PDF. Definitely take the 10 minutes it takes to read that story. 5 minutes.
I hesitate to bring you the next story, ladies and gentlemen, because I think we need like a whole new like fashion segment. We need like a whole new. I've been meaning to talk to you about this, Graham.
Okay.
It's starting to become a thing here on the show where we've become like. I know that you're like a sneaker guy. You're like I don't know what you call it. Sneaker pimp? What's the name?
Sneakerhead. Not sneaker.
Sneakerhead,
Did you
right?
say sneaker pimp? No, sneakerhead. So
I think
it's weird.
Some song from the 80s or something. Yeah.
I don't know. I like sneaker pimp better than sneakerhead, but I never thought this would be something I'd get into. But I have really gotten into sneakers in the past year. It's like I don't even know how it happened.
Well, explain this to me, because this looks like you not only are. Maybe if you're wearing these, you're not just a Ghostbuster aficionado. You might actually be fighting poltergeists and catching them with your shoes.
With your shoes. Now, if this is supposed to be like inspired by. This isn't supposed to be, from the movie or ghostbusting equipment or something like that. This is supposed to be something that's fun, right? Now, these are also not everyday wearers. These are things you would collect, or you would maybe wear to like a Dragon Con or something. I mean, this would be something that you would collect. And there's another version too that they made. There's that version and another one. I think there's like a low top that they made, and I just think they're cool. It's kind of like those VHS sneakers we talked about on another episode. So yeah, man, all of a sudden I found like I have all these different sneakers and these collectible ones. I'm not buying the collectibles because they're like hundreds of dollars, but I just think they're fun. And of course, the ultimate, in my view, the ultimate sneakerhead collector piece would be one of two things. It would either be a pair of the Nike Air Vandals that perfectly match the ones that Kyle Reese wore in Terminator, or the ultimate is the Nike Power Laces from Back to the Future 2.
Okay, you
can get for about $15,000.
I want to make a challenge for you right now. So we already have a contest going right now for everyone who watches the show to share kind of like their geek realm within their office or their man cave or their basement or wherever it is that you do your geek stuff. We want everybody to send in photos, tweet them at us, use the hashtag weeksend.
We want to know
what you do, and that's a contest.
Show us.
It's going on right now through the end of the month.
Yeah, and the thing, and remember, we're going to send you something from our collections. Whoever wins.
Right. I would say that I think the next challenge, the third challenge, should be sneaker related, because despite all the static that I'm giving you, I have some fairly geeky shoes in my collection as well, and I think we could have a sneaker off.
I just think they're fun. I just think it's fun, and I've gotten better. I mean, I used to be one of these people that wore the same thing all the time, blah, 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 and I've gotten better at trying to, express myself through fashion.
Yeah, well, we're doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
In the weirdest way possible. So
let's be honest here. NASA said they were going to make a major announcement about the moon. You're telling me it's 4G. I think it's just that Capricorn 1, the movie from the 70s or whatever it was a true story, and they never actually went to the moon.
That's a bold
I can't follow through with that because I don't believe that. I know they went to the moon.
Come on.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Take away your nerd card if you were to say something like that, man.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe. Just get rid of this. Get this thing off.
But what do you think?
I regret even saying it.
Legit, what do you think it could be? Because we know it's not. I mean, 4G. That's not exciting. This other story is just us poking fun at all the conspiracy theorists that still will not let go of the absurdity of all that. What do you think it really could be?
I mean, I've really thought about this, Ryan. It's not life. It's not somebody else landed there and we didn't know. It's got to be just some sort of interesting scientific discovery, a mineral, an element.
Like a Space Force base that they've already set up or something.
I mean, it could be. I seriously doubt that. If anybody even approached landing on the moon, we would know about it. Astronomers would know about it. I don't know, dude. It's really hard to say. It feels like it's one of those things where they're building it up and it's going to be no big deal, and we're all going to be disappointed because we're hoping it's something grand and incredible. And I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll stay tuned to the show, folks. I'm sure we're going to be talking about it. So we've got a couple more stories for you here. One that I think we're both excited about is there is a new series being developed for Disney Plus.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Fan favorite Lucasfilm character. So Lucasfilm is not just Star Wars, folks. Like if you're a true Lucasfilm fan, you will remember a little film called Willow, right?
Yeah. This is not a little film. This is a great movie that was supposed to be a whole series of films, but it didn't perform that well, and Disney pulled the plug. And I don't understand why. I was obsessed with this movie when I was younger. I absolutely loved it. I have watched it recently because you know how like when you watch movies when you're a kid, especially 80s films, right? And then you watch them again, you're like, oh my God, this is like Police Academy. It's cringeworthy. Or Revenge of the Nerds. You're like, oh my God, what is happening here? But this is one of those movies where I watched it again, and it's awesome. And Val Kilmer is amazing. Joanne Whalley is gorgeous. What's his name there? Willow Ufgood. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot his name. Doesn't matter. Is amazing, and this is a good movie, and you can see how it was supposed to be a series. Warwick Davis, of course.
Yeah.
And I am really excited that they're making a new series and that it's based around Willow. It's based around Warwick Davis with him playing the part. John Chu is a great director. Ron Howard, who is returning as executive producer and directed the original film. This is going to be really exciting. Look at it like The Mandalorian, right? We're now going to have the Mandalorian version of, or the Willow version of Mandalorian. I can't wait. I'm incredibly excited about
I'm with you. I'm with you. And Warwick Davis, by the way, like
he's incredible.
He's not only was incredible back then, but I think, I don't know, maybe a super fan more than me can correct us on this, but I feel like Warwick has been in he's played a bit part in every Lucasfilm production ever. Like he's
I'm not aware of one where he didn't.
He's always in the background. Like he was in, most famously, he's been in Willow, and he was, Wicket in Return of the Jedi. But he's the Ewok.
Wasn't he R2D2?
No, that's you're thinking about Ron Baker.
That's right.
Warwick Davis has played parts as alien characters in lots of scenes in the background.
I would give this 5 Yub Nubs out of 5. I'm very excited about it.
Okay. Tell me we're not. So we've fallen into something where there's like new Atari news every week now. It's amazing.
Dude, it's really weird, and it's hard to tell what is actually happening and what isn't. Like the Atari Hotel, it's got to be bullshit, right? But this I think is an actual real thing. Here's what I like about this. This is a WYSIWYG. This is what you see is what you get. It is nothing other than Pong. It's about this thick. It's designed to sit on a table, and all it is designed for, click through. Maybe there's a better shot of it, Ryan. All this is designed for is for you and a friend to play Pong. That's it. There's no other games. It doesn't connect to the internet. It doesn't do anything other than play Pong. Just go ahead and click that. Just do that. See if that'll even run. Now, I love Atari. I love Atari, the brand, even though I know the Atari right now is not the actual Atari. I get that. But there's a lot of really cool stuff. Oh, I guess maybe it does connect. Buttons. Yeah, but that's the other thing I like about it is it's got buttons and it's got the Pong style, that 80s style. I love that font, man. And so this is one of those things where it's just like, sit down and play Pong with you and a friend. Do you need more than that to have fun? I'm not so sure you do.
I would argue this is exactly what people need to actually, and let's face it, a lot of the mobile games that are on your phone that are very popular right now are nothing more than puzzle games or, simplistic games that are very hard, that have, they have levels. A lot of the mobile games that you see are very much of this vibe. But yet the thing that annoys me the most about mobile games is that they've built all of the mobile games on a freemium model where they just bombard you with ads. and it's the most annoying thing ever. And I think the beauty of having not only a physical device like this, but it removes the distraction so that you can just have fun. And I think that's sometimes
that's exactly what I'm saying, Ryan. I like the just I don't know why my camera does this. I like the distraction-free fun. I like the simplicity of it. And I like the idea of it being designed around just like sit and have fun with it. I mean, if you go and you play air hockey or something, it's no different. And I don't know, man. I just think it's clever. Now there's for thousands of dollars you can get like a big table version of that. It's huge,
Sure.
but I mean, I don't have that. I'm sure you don't. So, well, I
No,
don't
not
know.
only
Maybe
that,
you
but
do.
we
Maybe
talked
you
about
do
it
in
last
your
week,
big
where we're
important
going to
private
put-
suite at your Avett Brothers concert.
No, but it's also kind of a space concern, right? Where are you going to put another table
Yeah,
that's
dude,
dedicated
totally.
to one purpose like that?
Totally. I mean, I got two boys in this house. Sitting down and playing a game of Pong with them could be fun. I mean, I don't know, dude. Maybe it sucks, but just as a collectible nature of it, especially if it's some sort of limited run, I'm into it. Oh, Jeff.
So I hate to bring in I don't know. I felt like we would be remiss if we didn't give a shout out to Jeff Bridges this week. So
I want to give a shout out to Jeff Bridges. So the thing about Jeff Bridges is he's a really big deal to us, to our generation. He's first of all, he's a wonderful actor, humanitarian. He's just an all around good dude. Right now, most people that I know identify him with the dude from Big Lebowski, which couldn't agree more. I love that film, love the Coen brothers, love the dude, all of it. But I really associate him with Tron. I'm a huge fan of the film. I'm not a religious person, but if I was, that would probably be about as close as you can get. And earlier this week, Jeff Bridges announced that he has lymphoma diagnosis. And so I put a message out there just saying, hey, man, we're thinking about you, right? We're thinking about you. And I hope you're able to find that bio-digital jazz, that line from Tron Legacy. I hope he's able to find that piece and be able to get through this. Because an actor like that who's an activist and carries forward his star power to do a lot of good, I respect him tremendously, not just because he went to the grid and fought for the users, but because he's a big deal, man. And so that was me giving a shout out to Jeff Bridges, and man, we love you.
Very well put.
I know he's watching.
Of course.
I'm sure, like most
Whether
people in
he is or
Hollywood.
not,
So Jeff,
the signals, the neurons are firing. They're going to make it his way via the net. And
of course.
He is a big deal. And it's tragic to hear these things happen to really great people. So everybody needs to have some positivity and send some positive vibes to Jeff.
Can I take a quick sidebar here for a second? And folks, this is going to get a little 21 Jump Street bromance sappy, so bear with me. It is bothering me that you are down there and I'm not there with you because, buddy, you want to talk about the pandemic getting to me. The fact that you and I have not traveled in 2020,
man. I know,
and have ripped it up around the world, or had the sush together, or gone to geek stores together, or had a lot of fun. It breaks my heart frequently. I miss you terribly. I know I talk to you almost every day, and we do this show and everything, but I'm not with you in person. And I can't tell you how much fun the two of us would have in that suite. And
man,
I wish I was there.
I wish, and that's what makes it feel weird, is that as cool as this looks, we're kind of still isolated in a weird way. Like we would normally go out and do these big events, like you and I.
Oh, I know. I've seen your Avett Brothers stuff. I know.
And seeing these groups of people that my wife and I are friends with just through this fan club. We're not actually seeing those people this week. It's like we're all going to be in our car. So it's kind of a weird vibe, but it's something, right? It's something.
Hey man, you're out there and you're doing it, and I salute you, and you better be careful. But I give you, and I know you will be. I mean, I'm busting your chops, but I know you take this stuff very seriously, and I give you a lot of credit. And I think it's great that you're out there doing that stuff. And in many ways, man, that's North Carolina. You have so much great stuff down there. That in many ways we don't have up here in New England and in Massachusetts. And that's why I love coming to Raleigh, and I love seeing all the adventures you guys go on.
My hope is that America can kind of get its act together here shortly. And I mean, everybody needs to do their part. to make all this work, and take care of each other and take care of, the environment you work in, the environment you live in, the people you interact with, your neighbors, this will be another shameless plug for wear your mask, because at the end of the day, like, if we can get this thing under control, then this time next year, then hopefully, maybe things are still a little different. Maybe some of the good stuff stays, but maybe some of the stuff that we're used to doing will come back again. That's my sincere hope.
I think a lot about that, Ryan, and I think about those emotional reunions that'll take place when we find ourselves traveling together or in some office for a rally together. I mean, I just think about going back to my office in Littleton and being with my colleagues, or going to my YMCA office for my board meetings, or having my camp open, or we're not having Thanksgiving, we're not having Christmas. Now, I realize a lot of this stuff is kind of first world problems, right? I mean, I'm talking about not going to my office. I have a job. I'm talking about not traveling the world. That's already a huge pleasure, right? I'm talking about not gathering with my family. I mean, I have a lot of positives that have been temporarily removed from my life, and I'm sort of upset about them. But that's the problem is, we all have these things that are weighing on us, and after a while, it starts to weigh down on me. So. I don't know. I guess all I'm trying to say is I love you and I miss you. What's next?
Right back at you. That is it for our show, folks. I think that's a nice way to end it today.
Okay.
I mean, you put the sentiment there that, yes, we know this. I feel the same way about you. I miss you. I wish we could be doing a lot of things, but partly this show was born of us making the best out of a bad situation and continuing to do what we do, just in a different format. And that's what we have to do right now. So
I couldn't agree more, Ryan. And folks, if you actually are watching this, do me a favor. Say what we just said to somebody else and do it right now. Pick up the phone and call somebody. Tag someone in a tweet. Send someone a text. Just do me the favor. Do Ryan the favor. And tell someone how you feel. Because one of the things we are noticing is that we're not having those interactions anywhere near like we used to, that casual interaction in the street, or bumping into somebody in the store, having a coffee at work, or, whatever. It's all gone. And I understand most likely it's temporary. It may not come back ever like the way it was. It probably will, but if it doesn't, do me the favor, tell someone right now how you feel, because it matters and it's important. And I'm glad we just did this. So that's important.
Yeah.
You go and enjoy your concert. I'll be looking for pictures tonight while I sit home in my boring ass house watching probably Nova on PBS and falling asleep at 9 o'clock.
Share some goodies with you. I think it's going to be a nice evening. And for anybody that is interested, you can actually buy a live stream package and watch this show. And it's mind blowing. They're going to have drones flying around. It's a 4K presentation. It's top notch. I know that agency here.
4Ks.
That's producing it, and they do a bang up job. And so, for $20, you can have a nice evening regardless of where you are. So
4G on the moon, 4K in North Carolina. Got it.
It's a weird world.
Well, enjoy your evening, Ryan. Folks, enjoy your week's end. I guarantee you have earned it. And we will see you again next week for another fun-filled, nerdy episode of the two of us. I don't know, getting our geek
talking
on.
About stuff and things. All right, Graham, take it easy. Thank you, everybody.
All right, buddy, you too. Week's end.
Week's end. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.